Hello, friends all over the world. I'm here again today, Dr. Man, Men's Advocate Program, Men's Advocate Channel, Men's Advocate TV. Um, the purpose of this program and channel is one, to identify the challenges facing men in their lives all over the world. Two, to analyze those challenges and point out the root causes. Three, to recommend solutions to those challenges that men are facing. And four, to educate men and women all over the world to apply those solutions to make lives easier for men. Women also have many challenges, but the scope of this program is to advocate for men, as women already have sufficient advocacies. In my today's video, I present one of the challenges of a man as follows. My girlfriend falsely accused me of rape. My girlfriend falsely accused me of rape. I have been in a relationship with my girlfriend for about 8 years. During that period, we have been having lots of issues, and all my efforts to resolve those issues were not yielding fruits. At some point, I decided that there was no need to continue with this relationship since it was not going to end up in a marriage. In order for us to move on to our different directions in life, I informed her that I would like us to end the relationship and go our separate ways. My girlfriend was not happy that I called off the relationship. I explained to her that if we could not relate happily in a friendly relationship, how could we then live happily in a marital relationship? She was still not happy and did not accept the breakup. As a man, I had no choice than to move on because I do not want a miserable life, even in a marriage. When my girlfriend saw that I meant the breakup, she called the police and reported that I raped her. When the police investigated and saw that we had sexual intimacy, I defended myself by explaining that we had been friends for about 8 years and that we had consensual sexual intimacy all the time during our relationship. But my girlfriend denied it and claimed I forced her. I was arrested and charged. The trial ended in a hung jury. Most of the times, a judge would dismiss a case in a hung jury because all members of the jury did not agree to convict him, but this judge decided for a retrial. At this point, I had languished in jail for more than 2 years, and another trial will go on for another 2 years or more. I could no longer hold my anger in jail. As I was brought to court for the first time to start the new trial, I overpowered the sheriff and collected his weapon. By the time I knew it, many people were down and I took off. I became a fugitive and I made sure that I brought anybody down who stood on my way. And there was a national manhunt for me. At a point when I realized I could no longer run to anywhere, I surrendered a young lady and stayed in her apartment until she convinced me to surrender to the authorities, which I did, and the rest were history. This is a very, very serious challenge for one of our men there. Actually, this was an incident that happened in the United States some years ago. I don't know some of you who followed up some years ago. I can't remember which year was that, but this was an incident that happened that time. It was a real life story. And in my analysis, we have seen all that has happened. We have read all that happened in that story. In my analysis, I can only say that it was this girlfriend who turned him into a monster. It was his girlfriend who turned him into a monster and made him do what he never intended to do in his life. Did the guy do the right thing? Of course, he didn't do the right thing. No, he didn't. He took laws into his hands and did horrible things. If you were the guy, how would you handle the situation? Would you do the same thing or differently? So at least we have seen that our friend, the man in this situation, we have seen what happened, what went wrong. There's no need to be saying it again. I mean, a girlfriend that he spent about 8 years with in a relationship. The relationship could not go into marital one because of the issues that they have been having. And the guy was deciding that if we could not live happily in a relationship, in a friendly relationship, then how can we marry and live happily in a marital relationship? And he decided to call it off. And of course, the girl in question was not happy that he was calling the relationship off after 8 years. Yes, was she right in being angry? Yes, she was right. But was she right in accusing the man of rape for an 8-year-old relationship? No, she was completely wrong in doing that. Things like this could happen. And the reason for this sharing this story is that this is what is happening in today's life. This is what men and women go through. In this case, especially the men, because I don't see most men accusing women of anything wrongly, and especially things that will criminalize them. So what this woman wanted to do is to criminalize this man, have him arrested, have him convicted, and put him to jail just because he didn't want to continue with the relationship. In my own analysis and conclusion, it is not right to do things this way. If the man did not harm you physically, you should not cause anything that will harm the man physically. It is just, yes, a relationship went bad, you know, and everybody can move on in their directions. It happens in friendship relationship. It also happens in marital relationship. Anybody can move on in their right direction. This woman never knew if she could have met another man that she could be happier with, if she could have met another man that will marry her and they will live happily, rather than being in a miserable friendly relationship that they were having issues and problems all the time. So because of that anger, she have caused the loss of lives of many people. As we can as we can hear from this story, the guy got angry. The judge went down. The court clerk went down. The sheriff went down. So many people on his way went down. I mean, some of us who witnessed or who had this story that happened in the United States some years ago can remember this story. You can remember it vividly the way it happened. Many people went down because of false accusation. A woman accusing her boyfriend of rape when the man did not actually rape her. It was just that the man didn't want to continue the relationship, and I wonder how a relationship that went on for 8 years, could still be rape. And it's not even as if the man raped her truly. It's just that she was angry that the man was calling up a relationship. So, what is the lesson that we've learned here? Never accuse anybody of what they did not do, no matter the level of hurt or anger you experience because of their actions. You will never know what the false accusations can lead into. So never you accuse anybody wrongly because you feel angry that they did something, they took one action or the other, then you falsely accuse them of something you knew that they did not do. So you never know what that accusation can lead into. That accusation can end up in destroying a lot of things, as it did in this particular situation, this particular story. So, we have learned this lesson, and let us share this story so that many men out there, many women out there also can learn lessons from this story. From me from here, Dr. Man, please subscribe to my video and my other videos. Share it widely so that men and women out there can learn, most especially the men. They can learn, the stories. They can learn the problems. They can apply it to their own similar problems and solutions, and they can make their lives better. And also, those women out there, help the men live better lives by not doing similar thing to what this man's girlfriend did. It will not help you. It will not help him. It will not help the society nor anybody around the society. From here, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.